Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, we are going to premiere, this Just Yarn Teddy by Premiere. I did get it at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. It says it's for crafters, makers, knitters, and crocheters. So each one is 109 yards, or 100 meters, 1.76 ounces, or 50 grams. It's a size 4 wheat medium yarn. Probably because it's got the, we call it the little extra fuzzies on it. It does recommend a size H hook. And or if you're 4.5 millimeter knitting needles, or size 7. And we want a machine wash warm, lay flat to dry, and you can look at premieryarns.com for patterns for this. And this color is hot pink. I have two other ones. This one probably just should say this is a white one. Yep, white. And this one is bright turquoise. So, but I'm going to make a pattern, and I am going to recreate this. I suppose it's hard to see this whole thing, so I'm going to take it out for a minute. Oddly enough, this uses actually the Just Chanel from the Dollar Tree. So it's a fidget cone. It's got the little fidgety feet, little fidgety hair, and got little pony beads for the eyes. But I probably will not put pony beads. You can use safety eyes. And for this tutorial, I'm just going to sew some different eyes in. So I debate which color I want to use and which one will probably look best. I think either one of these will work. I think because if it's a fidget, I think we're going to go with blue. Yeah, white's for other. I'll probably use white for other projects like snowman. I might make ghosties with that with Christmas coming up. All right, I digress. So the challenge would probably be that it might be kind of hard to see. So we are going to get started. All right, find the end here. Found the end. Oh, no, we didn't find the end yet. Okay. All right, I'm not sure. I'm actually, I should probably mention, I am using a size H hook as recommended. Now I'm just curious that this yarn will frog some, so I'm going to make a chain of 4. All right, that chain pulled out pretty decent, but you can make it. I think I will do them. Actually, I will make a chain. Sometimes I do a magic ring, but I think this time we are going to make a chain of 4. No, maybe 5. No, I'll do 4 or 5. I make up my mind. We are going to slip stitch with the first stitch in this yarn sense, making a ring. All right, so this is, see the first challenge. I think these stitches are going to be a little challenging and hard to see, but I think it'll still be cute. We are going to do a single crochet in our chain. So then I think we're going to keep it simple. I'm just going to make a random chain amount. This is the hair now. So I'm going to start with, I don't know, I lost count already. I just going to make, this is where you can kind of wing it, make it your own. Let's see, how long do I got here? I have no idea how many chains that is. And you can see the first challenge is, it's going to be kind of hard to see. So I'm going to, from the second chain from the hook, go 2 single crochets up in each one. I could probably count how many chains I did. It says, make this your own. chain. See, giving two might give it that swirl that it looked at, or you can just do one chain, or we do single crochet. Maybe I'll do two in the next. See, that's this. Now I can see this is going to be hard to see. This, yeah, we're just randomly doing this. Alright, so that is our first piece of hair. So we're going to make a total set of 9 of these. So that's the first set, a single crochet, and then single, and then make a chain of, I want to say 20, 30, whatever you feel like. So I'm going to do another single crochet. Then we are going to make a chain of 20, 30, however long you want the hair. So I'm going to try to make it as long as the other one. So we'll try 30. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, I think 17, I'll probably go 20. 20. And then the second chain from hook, we're going to put a single crochet, or 2 of them if you want it more curly. So 1 to 2, like it says, make this your own. Alright, so I'm going to go up doing about 2 to 1 single crochet in each chain, and then I'm going to do a single crochet again and another 20, and then do 2 or 3 single crochets on the way up, and then I will get back with you. Okay, so I got 3, I guess we'll call it hair pieces. Yeah, we can see the first. You kind of know that when you look at it. When you got yarn with fuzzies, it might be slightly more challenging to crochet with it. So anyway, we are going to go back to our little friend here that we're duplicating. So notice I got little bangs here. So there's 3 chains here. So I'm contemplating it, make it all like this, but we can give it some, we'll make 3 that are slightly shorter, so to kind of give it the bangs. So I'm going to do like before, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're probably going to chain, but not as much, maybe about 5 or 6 or 7 or 4 or whatever, not too many. I think I did this at one of my other dolls. It looked really cute. Only did 3 or 4, and we'll do 3, or I for sure want to do 2 in each one. I also found doing the second one, it's kind of, I think I left my chain just slightly looser so I can get my hook in there. Do about 2 in each one. Yeah, that's a challenging. I think I said it multiple times. When you're dealing with fuzzy yarn, it's a little hard to see. All right, I'm going to make 2 more short ones and 3 more long ones, and that will be the hair portion of our doll. So I'm going to finish, like I said, do 2 more short ones and 3 more of these long ones. Then we'll have a total of 9, I guess we'll call it little hair pieces. All right, so I just finished up my 9th, we'll call it a little hair piece. So I got 3 long ones, and I got 3 short ones, and 3 long ones. So kind of like we're at the back. And also I want to know at this point, I did a Christmas tree early years ago, and this is now going to be similar to that. So now the fun part, you know, we can see with the yarn, we are going to have a hard time seeing stitches. So what we're going to do, we're working continuous rounds. So now we're going to do a single crochet in all the single crochets, working around our little hair pieces. So I just finished it up. We're going to do a single crochet. That will be the first one, and then I'm going to take my stitch marker, because we want to somehow mark the beginning of the round. So that's 1. All right, so we're going to go probably past the little hair piece. There's the second one, so that's 2. All right, we're going to go past this other hair piece. You can see that, that's 3. Go past this other piece. There you probably can barely, yeah, there's the 4th one, 4. Yeah, this is the type of yarn you're probably just going to have to feel your way through. I already lost count. I think that should be 5. 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's 5. That would make sense. We're going in between, finding all the single crochets. Going in between, there we are. Oh, and then we are, we're back at the beginning. Should have 9 single crochets at this point. So we marked the first one there. Okay. So we should have 9 single crochets, and again, we can see this. This is one of those yarns. I mean, it's going to be hard to see, but hey, it feels really soft. So what we're going to do is increase rows by 3, and then have 1 row of no increase. All right, we are at a point where I have 9 single crochets around, but full disclosure, I ran into some technical difficulties, and this is starting a second one. This is the first one I got done. Somewhere in the middle, I had lost audio, so I finished this one up and started a second one. And you can see it turned out really cute, and it's soft, but I'm going to tell you right now, these stitches are very hard to see. So I did the hair for the second one, but I'm going to use a different premium yarn for the rest of the body. This is, I think, Simply Fruits, and I remember that this one is banana. Plus, I had made a recording. I made a mistake in here too. I was increasing 4 stitches at first instead of 3. So again, we're gonna, in one row is gonna increase by 3 rounds, and one row is no increase at all. So we have 9, and we want to increase 3. So I'm gonna find one of the first stitches. As you can see, it's kind of hard. So we're gonna try to make things a little easier with different yarn here, because I bet you it will look interesting. Just so we're gonna 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Get out of the way here. And 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. See if we can see that. Single crochets in the next stitch. One single crochet in the next 2. Spelling was where I was joined, but that's think where I had joined from the last row, so that's why I'm having a hard time seeing that one. All right, we should have one more set, 2 single crochets, and 1 single crochet. Hopefully we should have 2 in the next 2. Alright, we should have 12 now. Yeah, these are all my ends there. The one row is we have no increases, and we just do it even around, so we're going to do 1 single crochet in every single crochet. Should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so the next row again, we're going to increase by 3. Now I think we are going to start using a stitch marker. Alright, we are going to, I want you on the inside, so what you got on the outside? There's our tail. On the inside. Alright, 2 single crochets in the first stitch of the round, and then I am going to mark the first one here with the stitch marker. Now we're going to do, oh, there we go, 1 single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 3, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3, and it makes 15 stitches. And then the next row is a non-increase row. So we do 1 single crochet in each single crochet. So again, after I do 1 row of single crochet around, make 15 stitches. Okay, so then we're going to keep increasing in this manner. So the next row would be 2 single crochets and then 1 in the next 4. You do that 2 more times and that will be 18. And then you do 1 even around for 18. So far you keep increasing 3 every other row. So I'm going to keep doing that. When I did this one, before going to the bobble row, I had 36 stitches. So you want to end on a row that you increased on and that the final stitch count is dividable by 6. So like I said, I did this one up to 36. So I will continue on in this one until I reach row 36, or until I have 36 stitches around. Okay, I have just finished a increase row. I have 36 stitches here. Now the next row would normally be a non-increase, but we're going to add our clusters. There we are going to have, let's add 6 clusters, and I have 36 stitches. Oh, trying to get it right. Okay. So we're going to put a cluster in the first stitch. We're going to do that by yarning over, put our stitch in, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2 loops. And we're going to do that 4 more times. So that will be 2. 3 times. So we're going to we do this 5 times. And we should have 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over and draw through all 4 loops. And chain 1 to hold it in place. Now because we had 36 stitches and we're putting 6 clusters. So every 6, okay, so for every 6 stitches there's going to be a cluster. So our first stitch is a cluster. We are going to put a single crochet into the next 5. Because you then we're going to repeat that around. We're going to make our cluster. Yarn over, put our hook in the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and do that 4 more times. Four. 6 loops, yarn over and draw through all 6 loops. and chain 1 to kind of secure that cluster. So we're going to repeat that around. Okay, so yeah, then we're going to put 5, sorry, getting ahead of myself, 5 single crochets into 1 single crochet in the next 5. So I'm going to repeat that around. We should have 6 clusters because I ended up there were 36 stitches, and we want 6 clusters, and 6 goes into 36 6 times, so we have a cluster and 5. All right, I'm going to finish this row up, and then I will be back with you. All right, we are at the end here. At this point, I've got to mention that you would want to work on your face right here. So I sewed on using the ends of the hair. I think I did worked around 3 times for the eyes, and I did the mouth. And we might want to start stuffing it. So I already started. So I'm going to put more stuffing in here before we start our decrease round. I noticed I have for this one, I had pony beads in here. So what I did was I had to get a hook that the pony beads fit into, which was this hook. But we still did a single crochet, but before you start the single crochet, you put the pony bead on your hook, put your hook in the stitch like normal, and then you pull it. You do the single crochet as normal, but you would pull it through the pony bead. So you attach that on there. Like this. You can use safety eyes, or you do it like this, sew them on, or whatever. So, okay. I'm going to put more stuffing into my. Okay, putting more stuffing into our doll here. I might have overstuffed it a little bit. That's okay. What we do now is just working over the cluster. We're just going to put a single crochet into just the single crochets, and that would bring our stitch count down to 30. So since we're starting to decrease, and we're going to at this point decrease by 6 stitches, not 3, because we want a flat bottom, not a combed bottom. So we're going to put a single crochet into each single crochet. But we're still working around the bubbles. So one, like we put our stitch marker back. Marker 1. 3. Right, it says we're going around the bobble. We're not going to put a stitch in a bobble, but we're going to put a stitch into the 5 single crochets. Right, so I'm going to repeat this around, and then I will get back with you. Right, we are at the end of our round. Now we're going to decrease 6 stitches per round till we're down to 6. So to decrease, we put in amigurumi, we put our hook in the front loops of the next 2 stitches, and we do a single crochet like we normally would. Make makes it look more seamless in amigurumi. There we are. We are marking our first stitch. There we are. And now we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And we decrease over the next 2 stitches. Find them, there they are. And then we put a single crochet into the next 3 stitches. All right, repeat this around, and then I should be down to 24 stitches. I'm at the end of my row. We should have 24 stitches. All right. So now we're going to decrease down to 18. So to do that, we were going to do a decrease in our first 2 stitches. Put my stitch marker back. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Decrease over the next 2 stitches. And 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, and then I will repeat this around. We are getting down there. We only have 2 rows left. Finish this off. So this row is that we would decrease over the next 2 stitches. And 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And when you get back to the marker, then we decrease every stitch, and that will bring it down to 6. So yeah, this row, decrease 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and that will bring it down to 12. And then the last row will be single crochet 2 together in every single crochet 2 together every round. So I will get back to you when we're about ready to close this up. Right, I am at the end of my row. I'm going to cut off a decent amount of string or yarn. Pull this up. Right, putting our hook on our needle. Right, usually to close up amigurumi, put our needle around the front loop. Got caught on the leg or cluster on each stitch around. It might bring it out a little bit to make it easier to see a little bit. We pull it tight. I pull it, and usually I will put my needle in the center. Just pull it out of the size of the project. Kind of pull it a little bit so it flattens out. There we are. Got to trim off, and there we go. That just says I wanted to do this body after doing. So this is the first one that was done in all of the teddy yarn from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, usually with any fuzzy yarn, it is hard to see stitches, but not impossible. It turned out cute. This one I did the hair and that, and I did it. So this is, if you're curious, this is acrylic yarn. This is just Roots, and that's also by Premier. So yeah, if you think about my fidget comb toy, yeah, play with little feet, mess with the hair. So if you did like this video, please get a like. To see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.